My name's Tyler Coston, and I'm dialing in from Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, I'm Kyle Kazuda. I'm sitting right next to you. I'm also dialing in from Phoenix, Arizona.
Gosh, what a great place. I love it.
I do want to start by saying this because I know there's a lot of people out there that are thinking this. They know you, and there's people out there that are thinking this that don't know you. The question is, who let Macklemore on this call? You look like Macklemore.
Hey, I got that when I was younger and he was more popular, but I'm glad that you're keeping the dream alive.
Hey, people tell me that I look like Adam Sandler, Andy Samberg, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, which really confuses me because I look nothing like Adam Sandler.
Hey, I had to think about that one for a minute.
It was funny.
It is funny. Here's what the peak is. The peak is going to be a free-flowing conversation about how to get better at the game of basketball and how to get better at the game of life. And so we're excited to do it with you. We'll occasionally touch on obscure subject matter like doppelgangers. We may or may not spell doppelganger for you. And, just beg your attention, your participation. So we're excited to get started. And we're going to talk about how you can train different. And we're in a different time. It's tough to get in a gym. It's tough to get games. There's a lot of challenges. And so a different time calls for a different approach. All right, so let's dive in on how to train different. So I'm going to give you 3 ways to train different right now in this unique situation. And I would encourage you or you, Kyle, to ask questions and to really dig into these things because we're in a really different situation right now. And here's the thing. One of my favorite quotes is this: to improve is to change, and to perfect is to change constantly. Whenever a challenging situation comes up, that obstacle is actually a wonderful opportunity because people may be better or more prepared for a situation that they expect. But the moment you throw some chaos into the mix, or you throw an obstacle, or you throw a challenge into the mix, it levels the playing field. This is not just a challenging obstacle. It's actually a wonderful opportunity for anyone that loves the game of basketball and is invested in their growth and improvement, because this is where you can catch some people. This is where you can lapse some people. Everyone's on a level playing field now trying to figure out, how can I get better? How can I train different? And I hope that we can help you get here. So as we talk about how to train different right now, let me give you the first one that I jotted down that I really kind of want to chop up, and it's basically this. Actually, let me do it by, I'm going to interview Kyle right now, as Kyle's a lot closer to his playing career than I am. A lot closer, and we still jump the same height. So, okay. Kyle, when you were training, let's say back when you were in high school, very good high school player, being recruited by colleges, and you had to go out and train on your own. What would you say you did most often when you had to train on your own? What did you do?
I shot, but yeah, I say I went on my driveway a lot and I shot very passively. Mm-hmm. I walked around a lot. It's hard to motivate yourself. Mm-hmm. Like it's hard to work out by yourself. Yeah. And so that's probably the main thing I did.
Mm-hmm. I like that. And what, before you went out and shot, like what was your plan?
When I was in high school, I didn't really have one.
Like, how long did you go out and shoot? How long were you planning to shoot for when you walked out of your door?
I usually shoot till I felt like stopping.
Right. And did yes, and most common answer. And so here's the first one, and I won't even dig into Kyle anymore right now because we all know it's true. Here's how you train different. You have a plan. You actually have a plan. I'll tell you a quick story. I have a friend that is a trainer, and he got the call of a lifetime about 5 years ago. And LeBron James was going up to Nike headquarters in Portland, Oregon, to get worked out while he was signing an updated $1 billion lifetime contract. And so my friend got the call. It's like, hey, you want to work out LeBron during his 4 or 5 day stay here? And my dude said, absolutely. I've been waiting for this my whole life. Like, I want to work out LeBron James, right? So he's calling me. He's calling everybody he knows, like, what do I do with LeBron? What do I do with LeBron? He had no contact with LeBron before he actually went and worked him out. And so he's telling me the story afterwards. He's in the upstairs second floor gym there at Nike headquarters, and in walks LeBron James with his entourage, like ready to go. And so I'm not gonna say his name. My guy goes up. He's like, all right, we're gonna start doing this, LeBron. And LeBron says, hold up. Says, I need to see the plan. And my guy's like, oh, well, we're going to do this. And LeBron says, no. Like, let me see the written plan. And my guy didn't have it written down. Like, he's like, well, I got kind of like my notes here. And LeBron's like, that's not a plan. And he walks out.
True story?
True story. And so my guy, like, I heard this a couple of days later, and my guy's just like crushed. He's like standing there, Nike reps running up to him, like, what do you do? He's like, I don't know. And so he goes home that night and just sitting there, like, thinking about what would I have done different, writes out the plan a couple times, gets a call from Nike saying, hey, LeBron's going to give you another chance tomorrow. And so my guy goes back the next day. LeBron walks into the gym. What do you think he had? He had 10 copies. He had one for the manager and the manager's assistant. Like, he's handing out plans. And LeBron's like, okay, yeah, let's not focus on this. Yes, let's do more on that. Let's get to work. And the reason I share that is success leaves clues. Like, no one at the top of the mountain ever fell there. And so how can we train different? Well, we can look at people that have gotten to the place that we want to get to and just imitate them. And if the best always go into the gym with a plan, what are we doing basing our game on hope, just going and shooting around on the outdoor courts until we feel tired?
Right.
Train different. And just quick addition on that, had the cool opportunity to listen to Damian Lillard talk recently at a coach's clinic out here in Arizona. And he said this. He said, growing up, I wasn't better than people. And I think a lot of you athletes on the call right now, you're not better than players that you want to be better than yet. There's people better than you, so you're not yet as good as you want to be, maybe getting the opportunities that you want to get, whether it be playing time, making the team, getting a scholarship offer. You're in the same place that Lillard was when he was in high school. He's like, man, I'm just not better than people yet. And he said this, and I really liked it. He said, because I wasn't better, I knew I had to be different. And that's really the inspiration for the whole title of this call, is train different. And what that meant for him, what he shared was, he said, guys, they just weren't that coachable. They didn't take coaching. He said, so I just sought out the best coaching that I could find. I sought out the best mentors I could find, and I just trusted them. And I did what they said. He said, a lot of guys that were better than me, they wouldn't listen. He said, the second thing is, he's like, I just saw people not being on time. And he said, I thought I was never going to be late. I was going to be early for things. So I would always get more work in than the people that showed up on time or late. He said that was different. He said for him what that meant was when he was on the court and training, no jewelry. He said all the guys that were better than him, they're always swagged out. They had their bling. People still say bling. You're here to help me with these things.
Bling. You still
okay. So they had all their stuff, and he's like, I'm never gonna wear jewelry when I'm on the court. I had to be different. And then he said this. Oh gosh, it gives me some goosebumps right now. He's like, I've been different for so long. Now I'm better. I've been different for so long. Now I'm better. And that's what train different means.
What would you say if a player who's in high school right now, or a middle school player, or even a college player, and they're like, I am better than all of my teammates. I'm better than everybody else in my area, and I'm not doing what you just said, but I'm still better.
Absolutely. I would say you're going to run into a spot, and actually real soon it's going to smack you in the face when you're no longer better and you got nothing to fall back on. And then your career's done. It happens over and over and over again. You get to a certain level where your talent doesn't carry you anymore. And once it doesn't carry you anymore, once you hit that level where it doesn't carry you anymore, you don't have time to catch up.